Hello, I am Hitchlex Madness, and I am with Hugster,
Hello.
and we are going to watch our cast. We both did a match, and we both recorded. We're going to upload to our own channels. However, this is the cast we're going to do together, and so I can find out what he did and what I did and what our initial thoughts were and everything. So, ready to play?
3,
Two,
2, 1,
one,
play.
go. Right. So, at first, I didn't see for the first like 5 seconds. I didn't even do anything.
You didn't even split as well.
I didn't split. No.
For people who don't know what a split is, it's when you take your 6 starting probes for Protoss, drones for Zerg, and SCVs for Terran, and you'll take 3 of them and send them to a different mineral patch because it just gets you a little bit extra economy at the start of the game.
Yeah. So I didn't do that. And it also took me 5 seconds to start off.
Yeah.
I
So-
don't know why, but I did. I built a really early extractor. I cannot remember why. I didn't even use gas.
I did notice that when I scouted you, it was a bit weird.
And I spent quite a bit on research actually. I don't know why. I'd already researched like 2 things.
Did you have a plan at the start of the game or not?
Oh no. You'll see on my video. I said I didn't have a single plan.
Oh, okay. I was going for like a 2 immortal timing attack, which is really good against Zerg because the roaches will not be able to hand up against the immortals, and obviously Zealots destroy Zerglings, as you kind of saw in that.
Yeah, I didn't have a plan. My plan was expand early, get lots of minerals, and then get lots of Zerglings and get lots of everything and kill you.
Pretty much the way Zerg works, but
However, I didn't again have a plan. He meant to have plans.
you got
I
supply
got,
for quite a bit of time.
I was supply blocked. You were doing quite well. You're way better than me.
Well, I've had more practice overall at the game than Kieran
Yeah.
Comet has, so I have a slight advantage over him. We call you Kieran Comet or Hinson Madness.
Both. Basically,
God.
I have 2 names. In most games, I'm called Kieran Comet. However, my channel is Madness.
Yeah, I'm just Hugster and everything.
Yeah, he's hacker and everything, so don't have to worry about him. But yeah, he explored. I did search him as well. I sent over an overlord.
You did your Overlord. I was surprised you did that, because you usually forget. So I was
well, I
like,
saw your pro, or I did it, and then I was like, okay, and then I thought, okay, I thought you had literally done nothing. I was like, okay, I'm fine. You know, I'm nothing to worry about. And so, for this, I was starting to relax at this point. I was like, okay, he hasn't done anything dangerous. I forgot that you obviously had your thing until I think I remembered during the recording.
If you-
Oh, actually, wait a minute, he just lit his little wall off.
yeah, click on the Overlord and press V, and you can show people what you can see at this point in time in the game.
So
And
basically,
it's absolutely nothing.
yeah, I couldn't see anything. I was like,
And-
oh. I didn't even see it. I don't think I saw that thing being built down there, the cybernetics core.
No, the Cybercore, you didn't see that.
So
You did, actually, but you
Did I?
didn't know what it was.
Alright. So I didn't click on it.
Also, if you go into my vision, you know that I've seen that he's got the expansion coming up as well, so
Yeah.
I know that he's going for an
a-
economic build.
Yes.
Such.
So yeah, and I really, obviously, because you knew that, that's how you knew. Okay, he's not going to have very many units at the start, so you decided to do your tactic of get Zergly. Because I was kind of worried at the start that you were going to like rush me with like a few zealots or something.
I was tempted to do a 4-gate, but I thought it'd be really horrible and it's slightly cheesy, so I'm not going to do that. What was with this Overlord placement, may I ask? Where my base is? Because it's actually a really good place to have it.
Really?
Yeah, because if you go into the vision of the Overlord, it can see my Cybercore and my gateway.
Oh right. I didn't actually look at the.
Oh, right. Fair enough. I started attacking it, so...
Yeah, I noticed that, and I think as you see, if you see what I was doing, I was clicking loads of times, like to get over there.
I
Praying.
think the main problem you had with this match is you didn't spot the Cybercore.
No, yeah,
Cybercore at the Robo facility, which
Yeah.
is what allows me to build Immortals, so he can't build a counter to it,
yeah,
which means that he kind of gets screwed over in the long run.
yeah, and obviously, I built an evolution chamber just to show people. Actually, the only reason I bought an evolution chamber was to show people that the drones transform into
Buildings.
yeah,
Yeah, for people who don't know, the drones for Zerg are the miners, as the probes are for Protoss, but they turn into the buildings that will be used for Zerg, so you lose a drone every time you build a building. But for
Yeah.
Protoss you don't, but you have to keep them inside the little circles that are
the
energy circles for the pylons.
yeah, they have energy circles. And also buildings have to be built on creep, which is spread. And I did actually use my queens to spread and.
Yeah,
stuff.
I noticed that you
Made a
built some creep tumors. So
yeah. I did it okay economically. However, I didn't again scouting and
yeah.
tactically. I didn't really do that
If
well.
you go to my base at the moment, I
Yep.
literally just got the first immortal out,
Yeah.
and I've got quite a bunch of units at the front of my base. I don't have a lot, but it's enough to just.
Defend my few zerglings.
Even though Hinson's got quite a few zerglings at the start of his base,
They're weak as
very
shit.
front, they are weak units.
They're very weak. They have
Just didn't
30.
know you were showing
They
people
have
to move
35 HP, while zealots have 100 HP and 50 shield.
Yeah, that's
So-
the main feature of Protoss. I have shields, which makes and the shields regenerate for my units, which makes them a lot more powerful. But
His units are quite expensive. They're like 100.
my units cost
piece.
more than his, but for every single Zerg unit there is, they'll regenerate their health,
Yeah, which
which
really,
makes them a lot more powerful.
it makes them useful because if you get attacked and some of your units survive, normally when Zerg die, they just generically die. They don't normally survive. If they do survive, they basically full health again. So
And the attack is like going on at the moment.
yeah, if I think I could have done it better if I sent my Zerglings in a different position. And you also had a
I
pylon there.
would say the pylon is the forward pylon is so I can warp in units
Yeah.
at his base pretty much. I would say the thing you did wrong most was
The roach roaring.
sending them initial Zerglings to attack,
Yeah.
because you should have shoved, and the lot that you built after, I mean, they
Yeah.
took out quite a few sentries, which was an arse. I think you killed an immortal as well. Yeah, you
I killed an immortal.
So if you'd sent all them Zerglings up to the top of the ramp, and then built
Yeah.
a lot more, I reckon you would have been able to repel the attack, but you would have lost your second base, regardless.
And that would have killed my economy like hell.
Yeah.
However,
like-
if you have a look at my economy, as you see, I have a lot of minerals and a lot of. So if he didn't really kill me then, I would have been quite dangerous later on, because I'd have had lots of minerals, so I could have built a load of more things. However, he killed me early on, so he was safe.
Also, if you press S, it goes into spending tab. You can see that I have spent a lot more money on him than on my army, which means that I'm pretty much devoted to this build at this moment to killing him.
Yeah.
And if he'd repelled this, I would have been pretty much screwed, because as you can see, I only just really shoved my second base up, and
Yeah. Just as force of habit, just to, okay, if he somehow
if this
magically
goes
sends
wrong, I have a backup plan.
Yeah. And then this is when I go like, okay, by this time I knew I was like buggered. As soon as you got up that ramp, I was like, yeah, I'm buggered.
Yeah. You GG'd, but you didn't leave the game. So
I know.
I was explaining it to people that when you kill all the buildings, there's two ways to end the game, and it's when person GG's and then they leave, or when you've killed all of their buildings.
Yep. So yeah, this is the first cast. I lost. Car won.
Woo!
So yeah. Well, yeah. Well, that's it. Right. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
See ya.